Hey, it's Char, and today we're going to be throwing teapot number 3. I know last week I said 2 and 3, but yeah, it seems my videos are longer than I expected. So I've split it up. We're going to be doing number 3 today, so let's get into it. Now we're coming in for the final large pot. I'm going to make this into a cylinder, and then we're going to talk about some shapes. So just before I start, what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of downwards pressure on the rim here from both sides. And really get that corner defined in the base there. And try and just even out that wall thickness. Just supporting on the outside with both my hands and using my thumb on the inside. Just to really define that shape a little bit. And I would envision this teapot being for 4 people. Okay, so we're going to start to bring up the wall. Because it is so wide and we are hoping to get a lid to fit on it, and I don't want the lid to be the size of the pot. What I'm going to do is I'm pulling the wall, I'm going to pull up and in. I'm not forgetting that we need to leave that thickness at the top. You can see that there's already a little bit of a valley that's started to form here just by how we've pulled up the clay. I'm not against using that sort of thing. Top. Take a sponge and just mop out that center part there. Alright, now we're really starting to think about shape. So I'm thinking about shape all the time. I'm pulling this. And I think what we need to do is start to colour in this top area here. So I'm just full palm over the top, and I'm just trying to put an even pressure across the whole distance of my palm. Not pushing further from my fingertips, just a steady pressure. Up and over the top of the clay. And you can see we start to get this rippled effect here. I wouldn't worry about that. That is just the clay as it's moving, and the next time we pull it, that's all that's going to come straight out. Cool, so I'm starting to like this shape. Let's get my hand in here and just give it a little push here from the bottom, and I'm just following it up with my fingers here, following it over, fingers either side the whole time. And I'm putting a little bit more pressure on the outside, and I'm trying to get that top lip to really stand up, which it has done. So just a little bit of downwards pressure on this top lip here. And then I'm just coming in with my inside hand. I'm just really refining that shape that I want the outside of that teapot to be, especially up near that top and front lip there. There's a little bit of downwards pressure just to reassert that rim that we saw earlier. And then we'll go in there with this tool in a second. I'm just going to neaten up the outside of this pot. I'm just unsure about the shape at this point. Okay, cool. So we can see here we've kind of got this little lip of clay here, and we've got this little bit here from the outside that's sticking up. So what we're going to do is just take the square tool once again and just come in here, supporting on the inside, going down with the tool on the outside, and just really getting some definition into that rim there. So it's a nice valley for us to utilize, and I might just try and stand up this little ridge here. And just a little bit of downwards pressure and neaten up that edge there. Perfect. These very wet fingers, just very thin, very delicately, just get that a very flat surface for the lid to sit on. Be careful with your hands hitting other parts. It's a very delicate little process. The more you do it, the more you get used to it, but at the same time, I think it's something you're always working on. Alright, so before we lift this one off the wheel, or before we move it off the wheel, we used a bat this time, so there shouldn't be any lifting required. We need to make sure we've got the measurement of the inside of where we want our drop down to sit for lid. And that's looking pretty good. So we're going to use that as our measurement. We've cut it off, so we just need a little help to lift our bat off the wheel. And there's our third and final teapot. So the last thing we need to do is make the spout and the lids for this teapot. Might not have enough clay here to do 2 lids for it. We'll see how we go. Okay, so we need our drop down to be about as wide as it is right now. So what we'll do is we'll just flatten it out a little bit more. So we'll just do this one the same as we did the first one on the last teapot. And that is by using our little square tool. And we're just going to take that outside edge down just a little bit at a time. Oops. And that's what happens when you're not holding your tools properly. So you just check, maybe just a little bit wide in there. So what we can do is just trim this back a little bit. Cool. So that's now going to fit on the inside. Over a little drop down. And then this is our outside. I think that might be just a little bit wide. It has this convenient little ridge where we can use our needle tool to chop it through. I'm fairly confident that that is going to be fine. Alright, so I'll just chop that one off. Not the best chop I've ever done. There's quite a lot of thickness left on the top of that. I didn't cut that in the right place, but that's fine. I can trim that off later. And I'll just pop that next to that bag. Alright, so let's use this last little bit of clay to make a couple of spouts. Sometimes, occasionally, if you're pushing too much from the outside, your finger will get stuck on the inside, like that. But that's fine. You just try to minimize the impact of the removal, I guess. So going for sort of medium-ish spout this time. Maybe something like this. It's got half of the flare of the really long spout, so it's got that little wide section at the bottom coming in at the waist, and then it's flaring out at the top. Quite extravagantly at the moment. I might just tame that down slightly. And once again, I'm not against leaving that wonky top on. Eventually we can sort of do this sort of thing at the next stage of building it, and you can see there we're getting like this nice pouring lip from having that wonky top to that section. So there is pros and cons to all of these things, of course, but this is once again just my process, just the way I do things. I'm not saying you should always do things like this, but it's good to share ideas and it's good to give things a go. So you can just move that. You can see how I move the spouts by just popping my finger on the inside. It minimises the amount of movement there is. Hey, so thanks for watching me throw teapot number 3. Tune in next week where we'll be trimming all 3 of those teapots, hopefully in the one episode, and then the following week after that for the assembly process. Thanks for watching. Please like my channel, subscribe. If you've got anything to say, please comment down below. If you want to see me make anything else other than teapots, let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye!